So I've made some changes to the architect drawing set, which is always a little bit challenging. You know, it's kind of our flagship default system. It's also, you know, tied to my book. So you hate to make changes to it, but I really felt like this is the time to do it. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the changes I made to the system, and then, you know, how to kind of work with our ConDoc tags if you are you know, migrating a project from the old architect drawing set to the new architect drawing set, and just some little things to look out for. So I might say first off that it could be wise to just stick with the legacy architect drawing set. You know, if you started a project with the architect drawing set from ConDoc 5.3, you might just stick with it and carry on. But if you're starting a new project, definitely check out ConDoc's 5.4, the Architect 5.4 drawing set. So let's hop into SketchUp. I'm just going to walk through the changes and explain how you can, you know, work with them and things to look out for. So, okay, so inside of SketchUp here, we've got our ConDoc system open. I'll open up our ConDoc tags dialog as well. And if I hit this folder here, that's where you open up your drawing sets. So we have inside of the drawing sets folder, we have all of our new drawing sets labeled with that 5.4. You will also notice that there's an archive folder, and then I've got a ConDoc 5.3 folder. So if you're looking for those old legacy ConDoc 5.3 drawing sets, they ship with this version, they're baked in. So that's good to know. But for now, let's go to our drawing sets, and you can load Architect 5.4. All right. Now, this model, this is like one of our ADU models that is all buttoned up. I just wanted to walk through like some of the changes that I've made. So one of those is if I go to my tags dialog and just turn on my context. Okay, so there is a new location context tag. So that's been changed so that you have like basically the locations for architects that make the most sense to me is that you've got like interior of the house, exterior of the house, then you've got your site that you're actually like designing, and then you've got your context surrounding the project. So those are kind of the four locations that I came up with. And really what we did is we changed the element context tag to be element buildings. So we renamed element context to element buildings. The reason for that is that now you can have your element buildings as your with a location tag context, and then you can have also like element terrain and element vegetation and everything with a location of context instead of just having like one tag dedicated to all context. It seemed more like a location, and that also opened up some cool stuff with you know, setting up a background on our elevations. Let me also just call out some other tag changes. So element earth has been changed to element terrain. So you can see that now the earth tag no longer exists, and I renamed it element terrain. All right, that one, the reason behind that is I wanted to be closer aligned with our new landscape drawing set. And I think that terrain is a better, you know, descriptor for like what that is. So I just decided if we're making a few changes, let's clean this thing up and let's rename it element terrain. So element earth is now element terrain. And then furthermore, kind of in the same lines, element hard surfaces is now hardscapes. Again, you know, I don't know if there'll be any pushback on this, if anybody really cares. And you could always rename them, you know, to be honest, if you don't like these new names. Just use the configurator. But, you know, hardscapes just seem to be more in line with the right word rather than like hard surfaces. I think there's been some confusion with that with interior designers. I forget. But anyway, I just think it's a better name. And while I was making changes, we did that. So let me show you. I want to show you like an example that you might run into. I'm going to load the archived 5.3 drawing set like this, and then I'm going to select this, and then you can see that like, you know, the ConDoc's system is always telling you what tags are assigned to your selection. All right, so let's say that like, and then I've got my old architect drawing set loaded, and so, you know, maybe this would have like earth applied to it, right? And I mean, that's probably good enough. You know, we just need one tag to show you how this works. And then if I go back to the Architect 5.4 drawing set, you get into this like kind of confusing situation where I select this entity and I can see that it has terrain assigned to it and earth assigned to it. And it can cause some like visibility issues when that tag, you know, doesn't exist in the drawing set and it's assigned. So I just want to show you that all you have to do, you know, if you see something like this, when you've got like, you know, tags assigned that are not in your drawing set, you can right click and go to ConDoc tags and choose clear all like that. And then it wipes out your tags. And then you can just say like, oh, this is, you know, this is going to be our location context, and this is terrain like that. We'll call it existing. So, you know, there is that ability to right click on a selection, ConDoc tags, and wipe out all the tags assigned. You know, it doesn't always cause a problem if there's like legacy tags assigned, but just to keep your model clean, pay attention to that, especially with these new tag names, because if you're migrating a project from, you know, from 5.3 and then you start using 5.4, which is definitely doable, but just know that you just want to like get in there and swap those things around. It's not that difficult to do, but I just want to like, if it's an important project and you're on a deadline, just go with the legacy drawing set. Yeah, so that's my warning on that. So what else do we do? Yeah, so you know, in the knowledge base post, I said it makes it easier to represent background structures and demolish buildings. You know, like another reason for that context tag is like, you know, you could have like a you know, let's say that there was like a, you know, a shed here, and I'll just like, you know, pull this up and then, you know, group it, and maybe this is like a building that is on your site that is to be demolished. And so in the past, you know, we didn't have like a great spot to put something like this. And I've definitely run across this where, you know, there's a shed in the backyard or you're knocking down the garage. And maybe you don't want to do like the full on, you know, walls, doors, windows, roof, and build this whole thing. You just kind of want to throw down a shape and say, we're knocking it down. Well, this makes it easier to do that when you just have a buildings tag. And also if you were like, if you're doing an addition, maybe the existing house, you don't want to have all the, you know, the intricacy and the detail of a full ConDoc model. And this way you can just kind of throw down a building and then build off of it. So that was the reasoning behind that tag change. And I think it definitely is an improvement. And then also with this context tag, so when all this vegetation here is like in the background, I can go to my elevation scene like this. And so now we have on our elevations, we have our primary, and then we have our shadows, and then we have our background. So we've really improved, and I'll kind of zoom out like this a little bit, and then I'll do that update camera again like that. So you can really see, you know, how that's gonna shake down. And then let's kick this over into layout. I'm gonna send all these over at 1/4 inch, save that model, and I want to show you how good these new drawings look, because what we do now is with the context tag or location, we can put things really in the background, specifically on our elevation drawings. And, it just adds a lot more to, to these drawings. So over here in layout, let me, it's still kind of opening here. And we'll go with a 24 by 36. And then I'm going to get off of this ConDoc drawings and then go back to it. I'll say, now in SketchUp 2026, I have not had any problem overwriting the active scrapbook. So we have that warning inside when you run the ConDoc drawing export that it can cause crashes in layout. I think that in 26, that issue is completely over. And I know a lot of people didn't have it, but I did. So anyways, that's good news. But check this out. So here's like, CAD elevation 01. And then I can stretch this out. And now we get these really cool backgrounds. I mean, I think these drawings look really fantastic. The trees are grayed out. And, we're just kind of further layering on the information. And you can see those others there. All right. So back in SketchUp, let me hit reset. And then we're going to turn on our context. Well, actually, I'll just hit reset. That's fine. We don't need everything turned on. And what I want to do now is show you another new tag that I've introduced. And that's going to be the Raster and Vector tags. And this was like, something that came from the landscape drawing set. So when I was creating the trees and shrubs and flowers and grasses for the landscape drawing set, I came to realize that like, if we have like a 2D representation of the tree, we get a much cleaner output. But you also want like a 3D representation if you're making a SketchUp rendering. So anyway, I introduced this idea of I believe they're ConDoc, Raster and Vector tags. So you can see down here you've got these new ConDoc Raster and Vector. Now, let me show you what they are. If I just double click into this tree, hide rest a model to kind of focus on what we're looking at, and I turn on, let me turn on my 2D graphic as well. Well, let's see. We've got, oh yeah, I'm sorry. The 2D graphic is right here. Okay. So we've got, this is a 2D graphic, and this is a vector representation. This is a 3D object with a raster representation, and this is a 3D object. Again, it is 3D, even though it's flat, with a vector representation. And so I've gone through and I've adjusted the architect drawing set so that in whether it's a color or sketch or CAD style, I've got them all showing up in the appropriate places. So, and the good news is that like these trees are available on the 3D warehouse in our ConDoc collection. So if I go to components and then just search like ConDoc, I'll just search ConDoc, see what we come up with here. And there you go. ConDoc landscape models. So let's look at that one. And then you've got like flowers and grass and, ConDoc trees. So I've created all of these trees that, I made them for the landscape drawing set. But the truth is, I think that like this collection is hard to satisfy landscape architects because they're always going to need more and more. But for architects, it seems like, I'm not as hung up on the species of the tree. I just want the look. So I think these trees are going to be really perfect for filling in the background and the context of your drawings. You just throw them in there and you get the look. So anyway, let me just go maybe like, let me see what other elevations we have while we're still in here. So you've got like, so this one we kept on the architectural elevations. We have the vegetation turned off, but if you did want to show that, you could come in here and you could turn on vegetation. Where am I at here? Like that. So you could turn that on and you can get that look. So see how they're like 2D representations, and I think they just look, really clean. But on a CAD style elevation, I really don't want those. But check this out. If I were to shoot a sketch style, like a sketch elevation with shadows like that, and then I can go to my elevations and you can see the last one is sketch elevation, and then you get the sketchy graphics, and they're not showing up great. They'll render better in layout, but like, so you can see how on the different styles I incorporated, like with CAD, you probably wouldn't really want to be showing all your vegetation. You want to like call out the architecture. But on a sketch elevation, I think that it's definitely appropriate to throw in some of these extra vegetation graphics. So anyways, pretty cool, right? And then you just hit this to update all your cameras associated with that. Hit reset to get back to good. All right. So I think that's about it on the way that all these new tags are working. Just so I've really said it, tread lightly if you are upgrading from 5.3 to 5.4 in the middle of a project. It's no big deal. You can do it, but you might just find that it's easier to just stick with the old drawing set. So I've included those for you, and I think just reach out either on the forum or with the support call, and we'll make sure you're getting taken care of. So anyways, I think this is a really cool upgrade to the architect drawing set. I think that these trees and all the vegetation assets available in our ConDoc collection on the 3D warehouse are pretty valuable, not just to landscape architects, but also to architects. So I hope you dig them. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.